Hiya. So I'm still doing the preparation for the Lunar League, and this time I'm gonna go for Pathway Park because I'm pretty much done with the tombs. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing Pathway Park now, and I'm gonna do like I did for the tombs. I'm gonna go for a first run, where I'm gonna give some commentary in between sections. And then
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
I'm gonna try to do a proper run with the same build.
Hostiles detected.
The open world is normal difficulty. That's why it's so easy to kill those guys. I don't want to be doing this. Just don't want to be targeted by NPCs. Okay. So yeah, Pathway Park. I'm not a big fan of that mission either. Like I don't really like any of the mission that are gonna be for the time trial this time. Um, yeah, Pathway Park is not my favorite map. Wall Street is the only one I actually like, and I really like the boss fight, even though it can be quite challenging on higher difficulties. Like heroic is, it can be pretty tough, especially in TU10, because I've played this mission already, and with a good M1A build, you can do some solid damage on the knuckle run and drag off. But now, yeah, it can be a bit tough. The Tombs is one of my least favorite map. Like, pretty much dislike everything about the map, except maybe the fight against Judge that takes place in the like the court. I don't know how to say that. The courtroom. And Coney Island, like the maps, I think they are well designed and like they've put some effort into the maps. I just don't really like the engagement and the fights. I don't know. But anyway, Pathway Park. I'm gonna go again with an AR build. I'm gonna go with the Famas because I think ARs are quite popular. Uh, I'm gonna I'm gonna keep my M1A as a backup weapon. Pistol, I'm not gonna use my pistol this time. So I still have 3-piece Providence. Um, this one, it's a pretty good mask, pretty good attributes. My new backpack, and then this time, like usually for DPS build, right? I used to have an all red DPS build, but lost my backpack. But for DPS build, like for the backpack piece, I will always go with Vigilance. There might be some other talents out there that do some damage, but this is my favorite one and I haven't changed that in a very long time. But then for the chest piece, usually what I do is I go for either Perfect Glass Cannon or Spotter. Well, I also have a focus chest. Somewhere, yeah. This is the one I usually use. I have a focus chest. I will need to get a focus chest, but not overloader. I need to find Providence one. Like this one I found a couple of days ago, maybe yesterday. Just need to recalibrate the status effect. It's not the best piece, but it still does the job. Because with Overlord, the problem is that I already have one Overlord here, and I don't really care much for the 20% accuracy with my M1A. But anyway, I went with Obliterate this time, just because, well, I can't really use Spotter with the Famas, because it doesn't have this attachment link laser pointer to pulse enemies. So you can still pulse enemies with scanner pulse, but duration is not. Oh, it's still 12 seconds. I guess you can still use spotter if you have a scanner pulse. But as soon as the pulse is over, then it doesn't work. So, and I would have used perfect glass cannon, but I figured, I don't know, maybe players don't most players don't play with perfect glass cannon because it can be a bit tricky. So maybe I figured I would go for less damage and something a bit more viable and more common. So I went with Obliterate, and I expect I'm still gonna do well. So yeah, contractor's gloves. I changed my holster just for the heck of it. I used to have Group of Sombra, which is a bit better because I have 15% weapon damage, and it gives crit damage, one piece Group of Sombra, and this one is for crit chance. So I figure I would just give it a try, and then I have my Foxy Sprayer. So I changed a few mods here. I went with crit damage instead of crit chance, and same here, I think. Yeah. Oh no, no, it's yeah. I did crit damage, and crit damage. So I have almost 60 crit chance, and then I have a bit more crit damage than I usually do, and a bit less headshot damage. Okay, so this is gonna take a while. I'm just gonna take my time, try to go over each section and see. Oh, Jesus Christ. Where? What? How did they even see me? Come on. I don't really use pistols, but I've always liked this pistol. I'm not sure why. Ever since I've tried it the first time. Like, obviously these pistols, Liberty and D50 are good pistols, right? This one is also it's okay, but I don't know. I just like the way it feels. So yeah, it's gonna take a while the first run. Just gonna try and see how to handle this mission. So like I said for the tombs, I think this one is gonna be um, for stage 10. It's gonna be sub 18. It's like the tombs. It's a very long mission, so 18 minutes is good, I think, for hard difficulty. All right, let's go. So the first section here. Oh yeah, I'm running with Crusader shield and scanner pulse. A scanner pulse is just good to give you information about the enemies, just to know where they
Should
are,
have
so you
burned
can,
them already. A deal's a deal. Kajika wanted him alive.
so you can kill them faster. It's just so yeah, this first room, there's not much to say about it. I think you got some fiery things over there, like fire uh, tanks or whatever. So I guess if you ignite those, you can maybe win some time. So
Unknown network detected.
the guys with
Isaac's
the
picking up a
shield,
signal in the
with
underground.
shields,
It could be Kajika.
you don't really have to. I think it's best to avoid shooting at their shield because they take some damage before they break. So you can have them come at you, and once they get really close, they're gonna open their shield so that they can hit you with the weapon, and that's when you can shoot them, or you can shoot the part that are exposed. Like sometimes you will get a bit of maybe the head or the side. You can shoot them, or the legs. Or if you have very, very high damage, you can destroy their shields too. Nothing much to say about this first room. Like, I mean, we'll see when I try to get a bit faster to get a decent time. But you just, you know, shoot the enemies where they stand, and you're done. And like for the other mission, the tombs, if you're running with an AR, it's always nice to have a backup weapon, which isn't an AR, just in case you run out of ammo, so you don't have to go pick up some additional ammunition, which is gonna make you lose a few seconds. It's not much, I have to admit.
Agent requesting backup. Power disrupted.
That crazy son of a bitch is messing with you.
Alright, so Scanopus is gonna be good for this part. I think ideally what you want here is to try and take down the enemies before they drop. Okay. Or at least as many as you can. The shield guys also, when they are dropping from a ledge or climbing something, they're wide open, so that's when you wanna get them. What is this? Oh yeah, there's some kind of boss here. Now these guys, you can shoot their tanks on hard difficulty. It's gonna be pretty easy to do.
Agent, you're gonna need to get the power back up and running. There should be a maintenance room near your location.
When you shoot the two tanks, he can't use his flamethrower anymore. Or you can just go for the head or the torso or whatever part of the armor and just destroy it and then kill him.
Power online.
I've still got a read on Kajika. Looks like he's moving deeper underground.
Don't
Keep
really have
after
to
him, Agent.
worry about those, just
Rogue
No.
shock trap detected.
you can still get pretty close to them. Like even if you activate it like this, I think you can get away with it if you do like a roll or something. Yeah. So Whenever you feel like you got too close to one of those, you can just do a quick roll and you should be fine. For this part, I like to go on the right side. Usually what I do is I rush here. I go up. Usually I don't get spotted by these guys here. Kill this guy. You want to avoid these. Oh. I like to keep the turret live. Try to focus the turret guy, and then because sometimes it will target an enemy, and then you can just stay on this vantage
Kajika's
point.
still running.
Make no mistake. We may
gonna...
have caught him off guard, but we sure as hell have his attention now. He's in the catbird seat down here.
Can have a good,
Agent, run a scan of the site and find out where he's heading.
I mean, it's hard difficulty, and so for solo mission you don't get a lot of enemies. So maybe you can start here and move your way around here to gain some time. Oh, and obviously I'm doing this solo, so unfortunately if you're planning on doing the time trials with a group, with a full squad, or yeah, it's not gonna help you much because you get much more NPCs when you're in a full squad. You get sometimes additional spawns that are gonna come from other directions, but it can still give you some ideas as to where you can go, what good spots you can find to get some cover and decent vantage points. And there's really no point for me to try and do it with a squad, because I don't have anyone to do this really. And if I went and did matchmaking right now, like people aren't trying to speedrun this, so it wouldn't make much sense. So yeah, these preparation, they're gonna be mainly for solo runs. But you can, with a good build and you know, decent positioning and strategy, and it's very minor strategy. It's not like I'm using very intricate tactics, and it's very basic. You can do all of these solo. Maybe Wall Street is gonna be more challenging because you know it's challenging difficulty, but the others you can do sub 80 solo. So you need to get a decent build. Like you don't have to don't have to have a really good build or a build as good as this. Even if you have something slightly below that, less damage, less crit chance and crit damage, you can still do what I'm doing. No problem. See, if you shoot the legs,
According to Isaac, there's a
you can
control
kill them
room
pretty
nearby.
easily.
There should be a way to activate the drainage system.
So for this part, I think what you want to do basically is just run up the stairs here, kill the enemy that are in the way. There are going to be a few NPCs here. And then you turn around and there are NPCs coming from over here. You can kill them from a distance, or you can run, get closer and kill them right here. I think there are going to be more shock traps here. No, maybe not. These guys. This is where we're gonna fight Kajika for the first time. What I will advise for this part is to try and get rid of Kajika as soon as you can, because once you do, well, he's not gonna bother you, he's not gonna throw shock traps at you, because obviously you can't kill him in that part, but you can do a lot of damage, and once you do enough damage, then he's gonna run away. And you want to do that as soon as possible. Like, you don't want to have him for the entire fight. Oh, that's not the place, by the way. Oh, yes, it is. I can't tell. Yes, I think that's the place. Okay. So yeah, by the way, I forgot about that. Like in the tombs, there's also a secret room. Obviously, when you're doing the speed run, the time trials, you don't want to waste time going there for this loot box here. But I'm just showing it in case some people don't know about them. There's a body here. Just have to interact. You get a key, Kajika's key, and then at the end of the mission, you're gonna be able to open a secret room with, honestly, it's not really worth it. It's just, you know, one or two loot box. And there's also a secret room like this in the tombs. Stranded tanker, I can't remember actually. There should be, I guess. I don't know. And there's a pretty good one in Wall Street where you get maybe four loot boxes. Well, we'll see about that when we get to Wall Street. Alright, here we go. Now, for this part, I don't really know what's the best way to position. I like to go on the right because you have the high ground, and if you really want to be really fast, I guess maybe it would be nice to have a rifle, because the enemies, you can kill them as they are dropping down from their spawns, and they're gonna be a bit far away from you. So a rifle is a good weapon to kill them quickly. They're gonna spawn like left and right, and you're gonna have to, you know, be fast and kill them as soon as you can. And if you really want to be fast, you want to go close to the quote-unquote door that you're gonna go through for the next phase, so that as soon as the engagement is over, you're close to that door and you can gain some time. But it's also a bit risky because you're gonna be wide in the open. So if you don't have a shield, if you have perfect glass cannon or something, just stay near cover. Otherwise, yeah, like you could go here, somewhere on the right. I'm just gonna go take care of Kajika. There he is. See, did you see that? He's already running away, so you don't have to do a lot of damage.
Kajika's on the run again. Finish out those cleaners
I got
and
rid of
stay
him.
after him.
And this is what I'm talking about. Jeez. You need to be careful, because like I said, you get enemies from left and right. You want to prioritize enemies that can shoot you, actually. Jesus Christ. You want to use scanner pulse to get some additional the enemies. And ideally, like, I would stay somewhere maybe close to the door here. But since I have an enemy that's hiding over there.
Kajika retreated to the tunnel.
Keep the heat on him, Agent. He'll run out of road soon enough.
See, it's not that bad. Like, I took some damage because I'm not really paying attention. But if you manage to stay over here, you can kill the enemies dropping from here. You have can kill also the enemies that are gonna take cover here, and then they're gonna drop from here, and I think that way, and on the way here. So you want to maybe stay here if you can, if you have a shield, and take them down as soon as you can, and then go through that door.
Isaac's picking up a lot of vibrations.
Careful, Agent. The cleaners are boring tunnels down here. You must be getting close to their drill.
I think this is where we're supposed to see Kajika, right? Oh, there he is. He's a fucking ninja, like he disappeared. Where do you think he went?
I
Do you
lost
think he
contact with the
crawled
supply
down here,
team.
maybe?
Division must have made it through. We have enough fuel in the tank to reach Haven? Maybe. Then we keep going.
I don't know about this part
Haven?
because
They're gonna drive that thing right through here.
you can go up here,
Shit. I
or
knew they
you
were
can
planning
go
something big,
over
but I
there.
didn't expect this.
And I don't know what's. I think yeah, this will be the shortest path, I think, because you can also drop down from here. I think you have to go here and drop, and then you have to drop again. But I think it's a bit shorter to go this way. So you only have to drop once. And here you can just, you just have to avoid impact barriers. And honestly, you can just go straight.
Watch yourself, Agent. This tunnel is falling apart.
Use scanner pulse. Try to kill those guys as soon as you can, because sometimes they get annoyed to find when they are behind cover. Oh, there's a turret up here, so maybe you can shoot that barrel here, so that just
Find a way to destroy that drill. We
just
can't let the
make
cleaners
sure
reach Haven.
that even if that guy's reach the turret, he won't be shooting at you. But as you can see, you can just go straight in. I don't think I had a single enemy shoot at me. You don't need to draw your shield or anything. Same here. You can go, if you stick
Fuel
to the right,
stockpile
you can...
detected.
You won't
We need to get this
burned.
drill out of operation. Rhodes, any ideas?
Giant
Yeah, you can
drills
just
aren't exactly
hop
my specialty,
over
but
here,
let's see what we're dealing with.
get close. I still managed...
Agent in need of backup.
I
Okay,
still
Agent.
managed to get burned.
Isaac's picking up a crane,
thought it was over
fuck ton
here,
of
maybe.
oil, and a boatload of other stuff that's beyond my comprehension.
So I guess you
But
either
if you
want
can
to...
access the controls and drop the fuel supplies over that drill head, that should do the trick.
You either want to do this and stop right here, kill the enemies, or try. It will depend on the timing, obviously. Or you can like rush ahead and move a bit further. And once you get at the stairs, you're out of reach. You can kill them here. But I would say maybe it's safer to stop here. Or you can just go on the left too. Go up the ladder. Giant drill, so you just have to make your way up here. I think this is also a good spot for a rifle.
You're
I'm
gonna
gonna have
need
a
to fuel those
first spawn
cleaners while the fuel's on the
around
move.
here, I think. There's a door that's gonna open here. So you can just aim at it. No? Okay, never mind. That's why you need scanner pulse. You really don't need to be moving from that position. Like, I'm doing a lot of damage. And then they're gonna start popping up from here. So that ladder, this ladder here, and another spawn here. You can target weak points on flamethrower guys. There's one boss. Here it is. See the armor is already down. You don't need to target the fuel tanks. You don't want to let these guys get away, because they will get to cover. And if you have to go looking for them, it can be annoying. I think that's it. Then you just have to be ready to destroy the drill. The drill is going to be here, so you can just wait, take your time, relax, do some exercise, you know. What is this, by the way? Is this like Tai Chi or... I don't know.
Are we done here? Almost. Agent, make sure that drill is out of
The
commission.
door here, the gate.
Good job taking out that drill. The last thing we
Up
need is a bunch
now.
of cleaners salvaging the stuff when you're done.
We've already lost too many people. If they breached Haven, there would have been nothing left to save.
Now get back to Kajika. Isaac's detecting movement in the tunnels up ahead.
So I'm a bit low on ammunition. And again, you can lose a few seconds to
Taking out that drill was a start. I don't know about you,
To
but I don't
refill
want to
your
be looking over my
ammunitions.
shoulder every time I take a leak. If Kajika gets away, he's gonna come for us.
No pressure, Agent.
shouldn't cost you the sub 18. But since I'm doing these videos for people that are struggling to get to stage 10, sometimes, you know, a few seconds here and there when they add up at the end of the mission, they can make a difference actually. So yeah, you know, you wanna do everything that you can to make sure you're gonna get that sub 18. So here, there are gonna be enemies on the high ground here. And that's it.
These tunnels just keep on going.
Guess the cleaners have more control over this city than we thought.
Had.
Now
Kelso.
it's gonna be
With
maybe
that
3
drill
or
out
4
of action, we
enemies, I
made a
think.
serious dent in their operation.
And
I hope
we're
you're
gonna
right.
go
The only thing we need to
for
worry about
Kajika.
right now is finding Kajika.
One on here. I haven't used my shield that much. If I had glass cannon, I would be maybe using it more. I don't know, I didn't got a good look, but if you have a very accurate weapon, when somebody is undercover like this, you can sometimes shoot them from behind, from below. There's a small gap here, and usually when you do some damage, they're gonna get up and you can finish them off. Oh, you know, I stopped for the ammunition. Like I said, if you have a good backup weapon that you're comfortable using, don't even stop at the ammo box. Like, you don't have to. It's just a habit, you know. For this part, I like to go on the right side and get some kind of a, not really high ground, but I like to go on the right side and kill enemies from there, and then move over to the left side when it's done. But maybe there are other ways to do this. I don't know. Like if you want to stand here or even on the left directly, it's really up to you. I like to
Take that bastard down, Agent.
and I would use a rifle.
Incoming hostile communication.
Since it's an
My
AR
fight
run
was
and
never
stick
with the
with,
division. You could have joined us, but instead you chose to serve the traitors who left
this
us
part
for
is
dead.
really annoying because
Kajika's trying to get a reaction out of
they're
you.
out of reach.
Don't give him the satisfaction.
Sometimes they will stay undercover and it's like this one. Oh, there's it's also really nice to have a very accurate weapon like this because you can just shoot around. I was aiming at the fuel tank and you're gonna hit it. Then you don't have to worry about finishing him off. It's gonna spam me with it. Just have to do some damage on Kajika and there you go. When you see him starting
For you, Agent.
to shoot his arrows, you can just
Steam detected. Visuals compromised.
Get away from that steam and finish him off.
Water valve detected.
I'm gonna use a medkit here.
Agent, try to lower the water.
That's when you want to use the medkit because you can do it. Start shooting at the enemies before you cross over. The enemies that are annoying are the ones that stay up here. Yeah, I forgot about Kijika. He has his annoying arrows
Vital signs critical.
on the side here. You can get cover from Kijika if you like advance a bit further, and then yeah. When you start
picked the wrong
shooting arrows,
side,
you can
Agent.
just drop down.
Steam detected. Visuals
Pick some
compromised.
ammunition at this point if you want.
He's trying to trap you. Get away from that steam and finish him off.
I'm gonna use another gel. Now, if I was using maybe a perfect glass cannon, maybe if I was just playing on harder difficulties like challenging or heroic, or maybe even if I was just playing with the full squad, I wouldn't do what I'm about to do. But what I like to do on lower difficulties, I'm gonna show you. Basically, I'm gonna run straight up the ladder, and
Lure him down there. Beat him at his own game.
instead of getting into cover, I just go up here. You need to have a shield for that, because you don't have any cover here. Shoot this. Shoot Kazika. Nice. Throw. Kajika is gone, and I'm just gonna stay here. Because the next door is right here, so you wanna...
Looks like I'm gonna have to finish you off myself.
Then Kajika is...
Rogue agent deceased.
Rhodes, are you getting a signal?
Then,
Not a damn thing.
Shit.
see what I'm talking
He must
about.
have been
You're
holed up in here
really
for a
close to
while.
the door.
Find where he was hiding and search for clues.
Oh well, this is not, not the right door. And yeah, it's gonna give you a few seconds.
Kajika's targets.
And if you
He really
stay
knew how
down
to cover
there,
his tracks.
like if you're, I don't
One
know,
left.
somewhere over
I
here
guess this is
or
why he was
over
using
there,
the cleaners to take down Haven.
it's gonna take a
And
few
then his
seconds to
vendetta.
run
You made a big
from
difference here
to
today, Agent.
get to the
Well
ladder.
done.
And this is the secret room, right? That we got the key at the beginning. So it's not even 2 loot boxes, it's just 1. I mean, I'm not even gonna bother opening it because on hard difficulty you don't get good loot. Yeah, 30 minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna make a separate video for the actual run. I'm gonna be running with the same build, and this time I'm gonna try to get a decent time. I expect I should be able to get sub 18, no problem. So yeah, thanks for watching and I see you in the next one. Cheers.